Today we got the Blackview Tab A6 Kids. This device is not charging. It seems the charging port is broken and we are going to fix this problem. You can see there is no sign of charging, or there is a sign when you move the charger. Alright, let's start opening this device. This device needs to be detached from the housing. Alright, I'm figuring out how this device is being opened. Bring any piece of tool that you can make a gap between the housing and the frame. I thought there is a plastic that should be removed first, but seems it's not. Go to the weakest spot that you can make a gap and then start detaching the housing from the frame. You can remove all the housing easily. There is nothing on it. Just keep detaching and it will be lost. Alright? It's not too hard to repair this device because this device is for kids. It could be broke anytime. Alright, the back is out. We have the volume and the bottom has been loose from its place. Alright, keep removing all the flex cable, and also we have some screws in the board. We also want to remove them. I want to take a look at the charging port looks like to see if I have it in my store to start repairing it. If not, I'm going to order it from my local distribution in my country. Remove the flex cables on the way. I'm looking at the charging port. I have it in my store, so I can start repairing this device. Alright, let's remove the battery cables. We have three battery cables, black, white, and red. And we have some cables connected to the loudspeaker. We have two loudspeakers and also we have a microphone. So we have about six cables, black and white. So you have to revise which of them need to be put in its place. We don't need to mix them. So I capture a video on my phone to see where these cables go. As I told you, we don't need to mix them. So you can know which line is to that cable. Alright, take a look of some photos and then you can remove them. I took long time to capture this video. Don't know why, but I should start now removing them. Alright, bring the soldering iron and remove these cables. When you remove these cables, the board should be loose and we should start repairing the charging part. Alright, we have this sticker. When we remove it, we should be able to do our job. Today I have make something different with the microphone. Please tell me if this is a good voice. Please comments and leave a feedback for me. If you see my voice is not loud, not clear, and not good, please feedback in the comments. This is the charging port. I How the charging port looks like that. It seems someone tried consider subscribing. Someone tried to replace it on or repair it and he failed. Sometimes repairing this charging port needs some skills or need good tools. If you don't have the good tools, you will be fail fixing this device because the soldering will be bad and the flux will be bad. Nothing will be happened as you think it will be. As you're looking in the video, you may see this is too easy to do, but with the wrong tools, you will fail. So you have to get the good tools in order to do the job in a better way. There is also a good way to remove the soldering. If you don't get the good soldering wick, you can't remove the soldering too easy. So everything is matter. Without the good tools, you will fail. Anyway, if you go as how you can see this video, you should be able to do this job easy. With some practice and some training, you should be able to do and replace a new charging port easily. You may cut this wick and get. Alright, I should cut it. There is too much flux burned in there. We should clean it now. Alright, the 4 has been removed. Let's now clean the board to see our charging port that can be fit in there, but it can be fit. I in one lock I can determine if my parts are an accurate or inaccurate because we have the micro telescope or a microscopic its name. We can see the parts and we know everything if it's good or not. All right, the cleaning should be more cleaning. All right, this is the new charging port. There is some soldering at the right bottom. The charging port is moving with small heat. It could be get fit in its place, and then we will start doing our job. All right, it's on its place. Maybe, maybe no, maybe yes. No, but it yes. Alright, after that you can see the charging port in its place. Now we are going to solder all the pads to the pins and then we are going to flip the board to solder the 4 legs. Alright, these things is considered to doing correctly. As you can see, we have at the right and at the left we have 4 legs. Every 2 legs is connected to the main line. Not main line, to the same line. So remember, it's okay. I can't solder correctly. Or also, sometimes I try to do something. This tip is too big for this repairing. But I try to test this to see if I can solder this charging port so fast or not. But it seems, yeah, I maybe can solder that, but no. The microscopic soldering tip is much better to do this job. So in the middle of the repairing, I replace this tip to get another one. You see, we get a bridge easily there. We don't need that bridge. So we are going to remove that tip and we will try another one that I'm always using. I prefer always to try everything so you get knowledge. Without trying, you will not getting any knowledge in this life. So sometimes you need to try and then you can decide what's good and what's wrong. And this is important. Now we are going to remove the soldering that made a bridge on there. All right. We are not removing all the bridge inside. So we are going to remove it from with our technique. You will see the technique I mean once I done trying to remove it. It's okay, we can do it. Now I'm going to put the micro soldering tip. It's better for charging port. Alright, why I having too much time? Maybe I flip it because I having the big one to solder the four legs back and then I will replace it. In my videos I'm always recording video first and then voice over in the montage. I'm using audio. I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2019. So I always try our best to mention everything in the video. I got some comments in the last few days that someone telling me my voice is not loud and I should do voiceover. Why he mentioned voiceover, I don't know because I'm doing that already. Sometimes I can't skip something I already talked about while I'm having different thing in the video. So I'm talking about something, but I'm doing something else in the video. That could be happened because we can't just skip and talking in the same time, or we can't talk about two things in the same time. That's why you may have a delay of speaking with the picture, but there is no delay. I have a real time picture in front of me. I'm cleaning with the brush, you see, and also we have something on the charging port. If I don't know if you can see it, but the you see I was looking at that. You have to remove it. I think it's soldering. Get down to the charging port. All right. The technique is to bring it tweezer and then you remove it while you are using the soldering tip. Looks how it's done. All right. This is a technique you may can use. It's a good technique. This board takes good heat or too much heat, and that's why the soldering didn't look too good. We have a football there, and we have some legs without soldering, but I will do my job. I will not close this Blackview tab unless my charging port is very tight in its place. And this is very important. We don't need the customer to come back after 2 days telling me this device is not charging as it was before. I'm doing this video now, but this device take long time to start montaging it. I can't remember when I recorded this video, but it was about 3 weeks ago. I also did a surgery and I had to stay at home for 10 days. I don't know what in English, it's mean the surgery for what? Uh, I will search it now. I and then tell you. It called hernia repair, plastic surgery. That's what I did in the last few weeks, and I had to stay for about 10 days in my home. And this video was captured before. Now I'm somehow good after 3 weeks. I still having some pain in the area. It's not easy to do this surgery. There is too much pain, but you have to do it. Now or after 5, 10 years, you have to do it. Or it could get bigger with the time. So you had to do it. Anyway, we should be done. This charging port takes long time because the main board is too thick. My soldering iron can go over 400 Celsius. CC. C or C1. So that's why. But everything is good. That looks like it's not perfect, but everything is good and perfect. I see bridge like there. Is it a bridge or dust? I don't know. Will I test that? At the right, seems like a bridge. I don't know. Maybe something with alcohol. Alright, I'm done. Let's now put the board, put the cables, the flex cables, the screen, the cameras, the battery, and the loudspeaker and the microphone. These all things, also the screws, but the screws is very important. Try to put all the flex cables and the battery will be the last thing to put. We don't need to do any circuit with the main board, so try to do the job perfectly to the customer. Alright, I think now we have mentioned everything in the video, but if you have any questions, you can just leave it down in the comments below, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. We will do something else in the next video. Peace.